Hi everyone. In this video, I wanted to share how we went out to pick up some ash wood for our future workshop. We're still not completely sure what we'll use it for, but we saw an online listing from someone who had cut down an ash tree and was selling the logs. The location was about 100 kilometers from our homestead. We took the car, our cargo trailer, and a team of 4 people, and headed out on this little expedition. The path to the logs was narrow, so we had to move the trailer by hand because there was no space to turn the car around. We chose thick ash logs, about 50 centimeters in diameter. That means each freshly cut log weighed around 500 kilograms. The only piece of equipment we had to help us was a winch. Since it was our first time doing something like this, we decided not to push our luck and took only 3 large logs. For unloading, we used the ATV winch. We wrapped the cable around each log and carefully pulled them off the trailer. That turned out to be much easier than loading them. After driving 100 kilometers and taking a short break, we got our strength back and headed out once again. In the evening, we returned to the forest for the second round. By then it was already dark, and we had to repeat the entire heavy process all over again. On top of that, it started snowing. We were dragging those wet, heavy logs with the winch, winding the cable over and over, stumbling, slipping, even falling. It was quite an adventure. Later that evening, after unloading the first log, we placed it onto our RIMA Sawmill and started cutting. We were eager to see what was hiding under the bark. The saw handled the wood well. After the first cut, the surface came out slightly uneven, so I reduced the feed rate, and from that moment on the cuts were perfectly smooth. The saw was moving slowly and automatically, which gave us time to continue unloading the logs and plan where to stack the finished slabs. This was our first big project on the sawmill, and our first real hands-on experience. In total, we milled around 3 cubic meters of wood and learned a lot about operating the saw. On the downside, the saw got completely packed with sawdust. Maybe that's how it's supposed to be, or maybe it's a design flaw. Or perhaps it's simply because I don't yet have a proper dust extractor to pull all that debris out. But I've already ordered a vacuum system, so we'll see how things go in the future. For now, after this first experience, I can say that having a sawmill like this is pretty amazing. We ended up with a huge number of slabs, and we still have no idea what we'll make from them. But the first step is definitely to dry them. Make sure to subscribe and follow along to see what we'll build next. Thanks everyone for watching, and I'm looking forward to your comments. Would you have done the same?